This next combination is going to show you how to set up, or how I set up, my right head kick. Now, when I've got an opponent that's either in front of me or they're quite aggressive, sometimes I will fight them a bit like points fighting. I'll throw a long reverse punch, but instead of throwing a reverse punch with my head stuck on the centre line, I'll throw it where I'm slipping off centre. So they might be throwing a nice, I don't know, let's say he's throwing a right cross to my head, not too hard yet, and I drop down, it's going to hit me clean. Okay, so I'll step off and I'll throw it there. I'll throw it nice and strong, bang, and it'll be a nice and strong shot, bang, off centre, okay? So when I throw it, I turn, I extend my arm out fully, and my head is slightly off centre. Now I will use that to set up my head kick. The only thing is, once you hit them with this reverse punch, you have to make it strong and solid. You have to feel it behind them, and you have to see that little bit of reaction. So even though they've put on a brave face, you know that they don't want to eat one of those again. Okay, so sparring with your partner, you're moving around, you're throwing a jab, but you stepped off that long reverse punch. And again, you're moving around with your partner, you're going bang, because they headhunt too much. They're always throwing punches at your head. So you're slipping, boom, stepping, nice and long. So now you've done that a few times, your opponent, you throw it from a little bit too far away, so your opponent sees it coming. Now either do something very silly, which is to tap down, which takes their hands away from their head, so they've got no guard, or they tend to do this, lean away and move back, which is great for me because it exposes their head for a head kick. Now, obviously, I'm not going to kick Joe in the head. He's going to keep his hand up because he's just here to help me demonstrate. So the first one is I'm going to do a jab, a little half step with a jab. I step off centre, turn this right foot, bang. Straight right to their solar plexus, or a reverse punch, bang, to their solar plexus, okay? The next time I throw it from a little bit too far away. So I'm going to throw the jab. I show him this reverse punch on purpose. I get him to shuffle back and move back a little. There, I throw it long, but now I keep my shoulder turned, I keep turning. He brings his hand up here, and he's moved back into my head kick. Okay, so now you have to control this head kick, especially if you're doing it against friends or sparring partners at the gym. Just keep your hands up for me, please. I'm not going to actually make contact with this one. But the problem is, when you're here and you turn your hips and shoulders, it's hard to kick it and bring it back. It's hard to control it. You can't really control it as well as a little snap kick, okay? So you've gone here, just keep your hands up for me. So you're throwing it here, there, and you're following through with that shot. You don't have to put everything into it, but just the weight of your leg alone makes it quite a strong shot to hit an opponent with. So we'll do them both again. So the first one, I'm going to fake the jab, step in reverse to the body. There, step, bang, there. Second one, half step. Drop down, throw it from too far away. Now, instead of throwing it like this, I'm actually turning it, okay? This makes me turn my shoulder towards my left knee. As I turn my shoulder to my left knee, turn my right hip, my knee comes up here, and I throw that right kick to the head. And again, so half step with the jab, step off center, a long straight to the body. And again, when I throw this, I want it strong and solid, so they know they don't want another one of those shots. So the second time, there, step off center. Instead of punching here, I rotate it. This helps me to turn my shoulder, my hip, my knee, and follow in with that right head kick. Okay, opposite side, please. And again, so it's half step with the jab, step off center to my left side, so I can avoid their punch coming towards me. Nice and strong and straight there. Then I throw the same technique from a little bit further away. There, step, turn to my shoulder, hip, knee, come up and straight through. And again, once more slowly. Half step with the jab, step off center, straight reverse punch to their solar plexus. This time from a little bit too far away. Fake, step, turn. Now if I stop here, I'm not close enough to them. I really turn into it. So if they do come in, it's going to stop them. But because they're backing off, my shoulder turns, my hip, my knee, and I follow through. Okay? So now we're going to do those techniques at full speed. Okay? So, and from the opposite side. And for me, I find that's a great way to set up my head kick.